The X-Men have had many members outside of the popular ones that have made their way on screen. This video is about one of them, Stacy X, created by Joe Casey and Tom Rainey. Why her? I don't know. She crossed my mind and has an interesting history. I have a soft spot for minor characters. So, let's get started with Miranda Leevald had a rough life, even before discovering she was a mutant. When her abilities manifested as a result of her stepfather attacking her, she was kicked out of her house by her mom. She ended up in the X Ranch under the care of Madame Drash, until the X Ranch was attacked by the mutant-hating group, the Church of Humanity. The X-Men arrived a bit too late to save anyone except for Miranda. Now, going by Stacy X, she joined the X-Men to avenge her fallen found family. Her tenure on the team was brief, mainly involving her fighting the Church of Humanity. She also flirts with Angel and Nightcrawler, being attracted to both, and it is implied that she left after they rejected her. Stacy X is one of the many mutants to lose their powers due to the Decimation event. She joins the latest incarnation of the New Warriors, comprised mostly of depowered mutants using tech to fight crime, and apparently dies fighting a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s cape killers, which were sent to apprehend illegal heroes at the time. However, she later shows up not only alive and apparently even had her powers back. But this is later revealed to be false, as she shows up in group therapy without her powers, revealing that she painted her body to resemble her previous appearance as a coping mechanism. Miranda's final major appearance was on Krakoa, where she runs a nursery for abandoned kids and tries to counsel mutants on practicing safe sex, after Nightcrawler's remark about making more mutants ended up having unforeseen consequences in his mind. She has her powers back and seems to be in a better place than before. We'll see how long that lasts. A working girl. I don't know how much I can go into before YouTube demonetizes this video, but Miranda is a working girl. Even her powers are ones that would be ideal for someone in her line of work. She has pheromone powers that she uses to bring joy to her clients. Her appearance is that of a sexy snake lady, and her costume is kinda non-existent. And yet, she's kind of ahead of her time in some ways. I believe she would be classified as polyamorous nowadays, and while she likes sex, that's clearly not what she's all about. However, on the flip side, given the time period she was created, it's hard for me not to see that she was more, well, a walking male fantasy, a scantily clad working girl whose powers are about providing pleasure and is constantly throwing herself at men. She does have some fighting ability. We see her not do too badly against Wolverine at one point, but it's clear that her being a working girl with pleasuring powers is all that most people remember. She tells Sally Floyd about how she was a heroic working girl, but a working girl all the same. Magneto tells her she's a disgrace to mutant kind for what she does, and even her final appearance has her drawn in a more conservative way, toning down her looks and putting her in less revealing clothing. which makes me feel that the creative team didn't think that her message could have been conveyed with her regular look. In addition to all this, Stacy is a minor character with all the baggage that comes along with it. She wasn't one of the former X-Men to keep their powers after House of M. She was killed off, then she was revealed to have not only survived but also had her powers back, except not really. This isn't the worst case of continuity problems an X-related character has had, but it is one that has persisted throughout her existence. While I think the writer who created her, Joe Casey, had an idea about what he wanted to do with Stacy X, which quickly got pushed to the side once Chuck Austin took over the Uncanny X-Men title, I think she needs a writer like Kelly Sue DeConnick or Gail Simone, who wrote her a bit in Domino Annual Number 1 to make her work. Someone who could write her as a confident, sex-positive character without tipping too much into fan service. I mean, I don't mind a little fan service every now and then, but finding the right balance is necessary. Also, her code name is Stacy X. X Stacy. Ecstasy. Get it?